Good morning, bonjour. On behalf of Commissioner Mike Duham, Commissioner of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and Chief Superintendent Mike Locken, Commanding Officer of Depot Division, welcome to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police National Memorial Service. The Memorial Service is the most significant annual event of the force, and I would like to extend special greetings to our visiting troops and most importantly to the family members and friends of our fallen comrades. Today, we gather to remember the 251 members who have died in the line of duty. I am Staff Sergeant Christina Wilkins, your Master of Ceremonies this morning. Au nom du commissaire de la GRC, le commissaire Mike Duham, et du commandant de la division dépôt, le surintendant principal Mike Locken, je vous souhaite la bienvenue au service commémoratif national de la Gendarmerie royale du Canada. Le service commémoratif est l'événement annuel le plus important pour la gendarmerie et je tiens à saluer spécialement nos troupes en visite et plus particulièrement la présence des familles et des amis de nos camarades décédés. Aujourd'hui, nous nous rassemblons pour rendre hommage aux 251 membres qui ont perdu la vie dans l'exercice de leurs fonctions. Je suis le sergent d'état-major Christina Wilkins, votre maître de cérémonie ce matin. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that the RCMP Academy Depot Division is located in Treaty 4 territory. In this time of reconciliation, we believe it's important to give proper recognition and honor to the original Treaty 4 nations of this land. These are the territories of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. Avant de commencer, j'aimerais reconnaître que la terre sur laquelle nous sommes réunis aujourd'hui est la terre du traité 4. En ce temps de réconciliation, nous croyons qu'il est important de donner reconnaissance et honneur aux peuples ancestraux des terres du traité 4, les territoires des Cris, Saulteaux, Dakota, Lakota et Nakota, ainsi que la patrie des Métis.
New York, Keynote! Salute! Hey, Keynote!
Le guidon de la Gendarmerie royale du Canada sera défilé sous peu. The guidon of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police will be marched on shortly. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour la sortie du guidon de la GRC. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the trooping of the RCMP guidon. Uniformed members in the audience are reminded to please salute during the march on of the guidon, the general salute, the royal salute, the last post, and reveille.
March on the guidon! To the guidon! Northwest! Guidon party! On the center! Quick! March!
Please remain standing for the arrival of the Commissioner of the RCMP, Commissioner Mike Duhem. Mesdames et Messieurs, veuillez rester debout pour l'arrivée du commissaire de la GRC, le commissaire Mike Duhem. He is accompanied by the Commanding Officer of Depot Division, Chief Superintendent Mike Larkin. Il est accompagné du commandant de la division Dépôt, le surintendant principal Mike Larkin. Please remain standing for the arrival of their honors, the Honorable Russ Morasti, Lieutenant Governor of Saskatchewan, and Donna Morasti. S'il vous plaît, restez debout pour l'arrivée de leur honneur, l'Honorable Russ Morasti, Lieutenant-Gouverneur de la Saskatchewan, et Donna Morasti. Please be seated. Veuillez vous asseoir. I now invite His Honor, the Honorable Russ Morasti, Lieutenant Governor of Saskatchewan, to deliver opening remarks and greetings from the King. J'invite son honneur, l'Honorable Russ Morasti, Lieutenant-Gouverneur de la Saskatchewan, à nous souhaiter la bienvenue et à nous transmettre des salutations du roi.
Commissioner Duham, Chief Superintendent Locken, members, employees all, fellow veterans, cadets, distinguished guests, and of course, most importantly, family members. Good morning, bonjour, tanse, totemitik. I am indeed honored to be with you here today and to share a few thoughts with you. This day has always been very special, obviously, for the RCMP, but on a personal level, very special for me, Donna, and my family because of our history and service with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Given that connection, I am here today as the Lieutenant Governor of Saskatchewan, the representative of our sovereign, King Charles III, for the province of Saskatchewan. King Charles III and the royal family have always had a very special relationship with the RCMP and its predecessors. This relationship goes back to the inception of the service when it was known as the Northwest Mounted Police and Queen Victoria was our sovereign. This continued with Queen Elizabeth II and now with King Charles III. When Donna and I met with King Charles shortly after his coronation, he acknowledged this relationship, knowing my background, and he also expressed his appreciation for the gifts of an officer's sword and a horse upon assuming the role of RCMP Commissioner-in-Chief. It is important, very important, that we come together as we do each year to remember those we have lost and to support the families who have lost loved ones. We must honor those who have died during the performance of their duties on behalf of Canadians here in our country and abroad. This day ensures that we will never forget them. Many of us here have known or worked with many of those named on the cenotaph and do not need to be reminded of the loss, but there are many more people who do not know the extent of the sacrifices made, and it's important that that knowledge be gained across the country. Close to my own heart are two names on the cenotaph, troop mates Constable Mike Budai and Constable Chris Riglar, and we'll hear all of those names shortly. Certainly, the members of the families of those lost do not need any reminding as they carry the pain of their loss each and every day. To you, the family members, I simply say we are here for you. We stand here with you, and we stand in honor and remembrance of your loved ones and all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation's safety. As I close, I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to my fellow veterans for their service and ongoing support. To the current serving members and employees of the RCMP, thank you for choosing this career. Thank you for joining the renowned police service, and mostly thank you for your service to your country here and abroad. As you continue to perform your duties, please take care of yourselves and your colleagues as you take care of Canadians each and every day. To those of you in training, I would say the same to you. Thank you for choosing the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and thank you for the service you will provide as you continue the journey that you have taken. You follow in the path of many who have dedicated their lives to service, and I know that you will continue to contribute this legacy in your own way. So in closing, I am pleased and honored to bring greetings on behalf of His Majesty King Charles III, our King of Canada. In the spirit of reconciliation and friendship, and in the honor of the ongoing relationship that's been here since day one, since the March West, I will bring these greetings in my first language of Woodland Cree. Charles Nisto, Canada. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you.
Merci. Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the Commissioner will inspect the troops on parade. He will be accompanied by the Commanding Officer of M Division, Chief Superintendent Scott Shepard. Le commissaire de la GRC va maintenant inspecter les troupes. Il sera accompagné par le commandant de la Division M, Surintendant principal Scott Shepard.
Parade! Hot hands, shot! Sir!
We will now proceed with the laying of the wreaths, followed by the reading of the RCMP Honor Roll. Nous poursuivons maintenant avec le dépôt des couronnes, suivi de la lecture du tableau d'honneur de la GRC. The beginning and end of the 2 minutes of silence, during which we bow our heads, will be marked by 3 beats of the drum. Le début et la fin des 2 minutes de silence, durant lesquelles nous baisserons la tête, seront marqués de 3 coups de tambour. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever et rester debout pour le dépôt des couronnes et la lecture des 251 noms du tableau d'honneur contenant les noms des membres de la GRC ayant perdu la vie répondant à un appel de service opérationnel. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remain standing for the laying of the wreaths and the reading of all 251 names on the RCMP Honor Roll, containing the names of the RCMP members who have lost their lives in response to an operational police duty. I now invite Chaplain Bill Ashby to come forward and offer a prayer of comfort and dedication. J'invite l'aumônier Bill Ashby à nous offrir une prière de réconfort.
In the prayers offered in today's service, we invite you to join us in whatever way you are accustomed to pray, or to simply use these times of prayer as meditation or personal reflection. We are gathered in the presence of the one who creates all life, to remember those who gave their lives so that we may live. And we offer this pledge and prayer. At the rising sun and its going down, we remember them. At the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they now are a part of us as we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. When we have joy we crave to share, we remember them. When we have achievements that are based on theirs, we remember them. For as long as we live, they too will live, for they now are a part of us as we remember them. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Laying a wreath on behalf of the Commissioner-in-Chief of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, His Majesty King Charles III, King of Canada, is His Honour, the Honourable Russ Morasti, Lieutenant Governor of Saskatchewan. Son Honneur, l'Honorable Russ Morasti, Lieutenant-Gouverneur de la Saskatchewan, dépose une couronne au nom du commissaire en chef de la GRC, Sa Majesté le Roi Charles III, Roi du Canada. Laying a wreath on behalf of the Government of Canada is the Honourable Dominique Leblanc, Minister of Public Safety. L'Honorable Dominique Leblanc, Ministre de la Sécurité publique, dépose une couronne au nom du Gouvernement du Canada. Laying a wreath on behalf of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police is Commissioner Mike Duhem. Le commissaire Mike Duhem dépose une couronne au nom de la Gendarmerie royale du Canada. Laying a wreath on behalf of all families who have lost a family member in the line of duty is Jean Go and her son. Jean Go dépose une couronne au nom des familles de nos camarades qui ont perdu la vie dans l'exercice de leurs fonctions. Laying a wreath on behalf of the RCMP Veterans Association, retired Sergeant Major Sean Darling, Vice President of the RCMP Veterans Association Regina Division. Le Sergent Major à la retraite, Sean Darling, Vice-président de l'Association des Anciens de la GRC, chapitre de Regina, dépose une couronne au nom de l'Association des Anciens de la GRC. Laying a wreath on behalf of the National Police Federation, NPF President Brian Sauvé. Président de la FPN, Brian Sauvé dépose une couronne au nom de la Fédération de la Police nationale.
Sub-Constable Nash.
Sub-Constable Mahoney.
Constable Grayburn.
Constable Hooley.
Constable Wall.
Constable Gibson.
Constable Garrett.
Constable Arnold.
Constable Cowan.
Corporal Slay.
Constable Burke.
Corporal Lowry.
Constable Elliott.
Sergeant Montgomery.
Constable de Beaujeu.
Corporal Morphy.
Constable Reading.
Constable Heron.
Sergeant Colebrook.
Constable Curran.
Sergeant Wild.
Constable Kerr.
Corporal Hawkin.
Constable Campbell.
Constable Heathcote.
Special Constable Sam.
Staff Sergeant Brooke.
Constable Russell.
Constable Jackson.
Corporal Haddock.
Assistant Surgeon Flood.
Constable Wilmot.
Sergeant Donaldson.
Special Constable Carter.
Inspector Fitzgerald.
Constable Kinney.
Constable Taylor.
Constable Davies.
Corporal Bailey.
Constable Fitzgerald.
Constable Lamont.
Staff Sergeant Bassange.
Corporal Usher.
Sergeant Searle.
Corporal Doak.
Constable MacDonald.
Constable Cox.
Constable Rhodes.
Sergeant Nicholson.
Constable McDonald.
Constable Millen.
Corporal Rawls.
Corporal Halliday.
Inspector Sampson.
Corporal Moriarty.
Constable Shaw.
Constable Harrison.
Sergeant Wallace.
Constable Miller.
Constable Horan.
Constable Borman.
Constable Rodenizer.
Constable Guido.
Sergeant Barker.
Constable Council.
Constable Rapier.
Engineer 3rd Class Gillis.
Constable Johnstone.
Sergeant Dubuque.
Constable Patterson.
First Officer Milthorpe.
Constable Oliver.
Master Bonner.
Constable Bedlington.
Surgeon Powers.
Constable Watts.
Constable Cameron.
Constable Moon.
Constable Bondurant.
Constable Dalbines.
3rd Class Constable Hoey.
Constable Nelson.
Constable Stackhouse.
Constable Cobble.
Constable Wilson.
Constable Gammon.
Constable Sander.
Constable Bloomfield.
Constable Melsum.
Inspector McComb.
Constable Cobley.
Corporal Smart.
2nd Class Constable Melnichuk.
Second Class Constable Farrell.
2nd Class Constable Perry.
Second Class Constable Ransom.
Staff Sergeant Rothwell.
Constable Green.
Special Constable Cormier.
Constable Lelliot.
Constable Ekstrom.
Special Constable Jarvis.
Special Constable Kent.
Constable Chartrand.
Corporal Ryder.
2nd Class Constable Henderson.
Constable Wood.
Constable Casper.
Constable Ferguson.
Constable Laird.
Constable Ray.
Second Class Constable Chandler.
Constable Sundell.
Constable Sinclair.
Constable Thompson.
Constable Keck.
Constable Weisgerber.
Constable Pedersen.
Constable Lipin.
Constable Foreman.
Sergeant Lockland.
Corporal Asbill.
Constable Malcolm.
Constable Annan.
Constable Dubois.
Corporal Giesbrecht.
Constable Amy.
Third Class Constable Williams.
Constable Robinson.
Constable Bruce.
Constable Carroll.
Third Class Constable Tidman.
Constable Pearson.
3rd Class Constable Tumfor.
Corporal Harvey.
Constable Perry.
3rd Class Constable Varney.
Second Class Constable Kerr.
Corporal Williams.
Constable Green.
Sergeant Schrader.
Constable Anson.
Sergeant O'Malley.
Constable Ivany.
Constable Siegel.
Constable Mason.
Constable Pialet.
Constable Eterno.
Constable Tremblay.
Constable Derginda.
Constable Baldwinson.
Constable Schweikowski.
Corporal Lidstone.
Constable Brophy.
Constable Onofree.
Constable King.
Special Constable Foster.
Constable Davis.
Constable McLaughlin.
Constable Seward.
Constable Doucette.
Constable Brooks.
Special Constable Etidloy.
Constable Karwaski.
Constable Sedgwick.
Constable Agar.
Corporal Larson.
Constable Thomas.
Constable McKinnon.
Constable Butler.
Special Constable Myers.
Corporal Jones.
Constable Keogh.
Constable Anderson.
Constable Bourgoin.
Constable Giesbrook.
Constable Budai.
Special Constable Bosco.
Special Constable Wilson.
Special Constable Thomas.
Corporal Johansson.
Auxiliary Constable Abel.
Constable Tessier.
Constable Barry.
Special Constable Kowalchuk.
Corporal Flanagan.
Constable Bayak.
Constable Rigler.
Constable Breeze.
Sergeant Burkholder.
Constable Gagné.
Constable Hutchinson.
Gendarme Carrière.
Corporal Cumming.
Constable Bourdon.
Constable Seawald.
Constable Strongquill.
Constable Diot.
Constable Audi.
Special Constable Masson.
Constable Ing.
Constable Maurice.
Corporal Galloway.
Auxiliary Constable Balmer.
Auxiliary Constable Evely.
Constable Gordon.
Constable Johnston.
Constable Myrol.
Constable Sheeman.
Auxiliary Constable Fraser.
Constable Augustino.
Constable Cameron.
Gendarme Bouldage.
Special Constable Putt Camery.
Special Constable Timms.
Sergeant Mobley.
Special Constable Nicholson.
Constable Mingay.
Constable Warden.
Constable Scott. Constable Johnston.
Constable Lundblad. Constable Atkins.
Constable Robinson.
Sergeant Gallagher.
Chief Superintendent Coates.
Special Constable Oyumut.
Constable Putvin.
Civilian Member Brolin.
Constable Pinio.
Constable Oliver.
Constable Gévaudan.
Constable Larch.
Constable Ross.
Corporal Hawkins.
Constable Wynne.
Constable Beckett.
Gendarme Dubuc.
Constable Deschain.
Sergeant Forbes.
Constable Francis.
Constable Fortis.
Superintendent Massey.
Constable Popst.
Constable Stevenson.
Constable Patton.
Constable Yang.
Constable Janelle.
Constable Dami.
Constable O'Brien. Constable Beefkind. I now invite Chaplain Imam Mohammed Abdel Satara to offer a prayer of benediction. J'invite l'aumônier Imam Mohammed Abdel Satara à venir nous offrir une prière de bénédiction.
We remember the incredible journey that brought us to this moment. We look to the strength of our traditions, the dedication of each member who stood proudly in this square, and the ongoing solidarity shown by our global colleagues and friends. Yet, in the midst of such abundance, we recognize our impoverishment. We're keenly aware of the emptiness that comes only from deep loss. We think today to the men and women whose presence among our ranks was cut short. We reflect upon the lives of those who gave the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. For many, the grief still remains deep and the emotions raw. Yet we gather seeking the courage to recognize the losses and to look boldly for that flicker of hopeful light that, like the flame of our cenotaph, burns so resiliently in the darkness. We continue to remember those whose lives are immortalized in stone and find consolation in having committed once again to speaking their names, to ensuring their memory remains eternal. Standing witness to the losses felt, let us each seek to be a source of comfort to another's need. May we offer to those around us an attentive ear or words of support in whichever way we're able to. لقد اجتمعنا اليوم لنتأمل تلك الرحلة المذهلة التي أوصلتنا إلى هذه اللحظة، ونتطلع إلى قوة تقاليدنا وتفاني كل عضو وقف بفخر في هذه الساحة، والتضامن المستمر الذي يظهره زملاؤنا وأصدقاؤنا الذين جاءوا من كل مكان. ومع ذلك وفي خضم هذا الفيض الكبير فإننا ندرك افتقارنا، ندرك تماما الفراغ الداخلي الذي لا يأتي إلا من الخسارة العميقة. نفكر اليوم بالرجال والنساء الذين انقطع وجودهم بيننا، نفكر في حياة أولئك الذين قدموا أقصى التضحيات في سبيل أداء واجبهم. بالنسبة للكثيرين لا يزال الحزن عميقا والمشاعر ملتهبة ومتجددة، ومع ذلك فإننا نجتمع ساعين بشجاعة للاعتراف بخسائرنا وباحثين بجرأة عن وميض الضوء المفعم بالأمل الذي يحترق بكل صمود في وسط الظلام مثل لهب هذا النصب التذكاري. إننا لا نزال نذكر أولئك الذين خلدت ذكراهم في النصب التذكاري الحجري، ونعزي أنفسنا بالالتزام مرة أخرى بالتحدث بأسمائهم لضمان بقاء ذكراهم الخالدة.
Thank you, Chaplain. You may be seated. Veuillez vous asseoir. The parade will conclude with a march past in front of the cenotaph, the monument engraved with the names of our fallen comrades. Le défilé se termine avec un défilé des troupes devant le cénotaphe, sur lequel sont gravés les noms de nos camarades disparus. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our memorial parade. Thank you for joining us in honoring our fallen members. Mesdames et messieurs, merci de vous être joints à nous pour honorer nos camarades disparus. Be safe, everyone. Have a great day. Bonne journée, tout le monde.